We'd been told to come to the junction of Kensington and Allegheny. We'd been warned that we would meet people in the lowest moment of their lives. And under the train line, in the cold and the wind, in this northern suburb of one of America's great cities, there they were. It's grim. It's uncomfortable to see, to film, but then it is the reality here. And it isn't just a story about addiction, as if that wasn't enough. Because on the streets of Philadelphia, it's about something new. A substance that is being cut by dealers into the drug supply. And it's having the most devastating impact.
It just came and it got worse and worse.
Do you mind if I ask how long you've been using?
For like the last 10 years.
But these wounds are something new.
Yes, very new. Like 6 months new.
The wound is a consequence of a devastating new twist in America's drug epidemic.
Thank you so much, guys.
Because the substances he's addicted to are now mixed by dealers.
See you on Saturday. Come see me, okay?
With something that's rotting his skin. It's called Xylazine, or Tranq, an animal tranquilizer cut with America's street drug of the moment, fentanyl. Itself utterly awful. It's volunteers who treat the wounds where they find them.
It's going to be on his leg.
Doctors, hospitals have no protocols for this. In the worst cases, they are amputating limbs. Is this something new, seeing the wounds?
Something that just started in the past 9 months.
On these streets, they're learning as they go. And almost everyone here seems to have the wounds. Sam is just 28.
These are not injection site wounds. Like, these are all wounds like other than injection site.
This is kind of a common presentation that we've seen with these types of wounds, with the fentanyl and Tranq, is that these kind of like random pustules, and then they kind of erode through the skin really rapidly. So you were probably fine one day, and then all of a sudden these were there, right?
Exactly.
Sam's story is such an insight into the stigmatized world of suffering and addiction.
I have not been able to detox off the Tranq successfully. It's just every time I get to day 10 and I'm still withdrawing, every day that I'm out here longer, it's another piece of, my values, my soul, my essence of who I am is getting lost. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how much can you take? And then you see these people here that are just a shell. There's just nothing there anymore. You know that, they are living 2 minutes at a time of their life, like, just to get that use, and that's all that matters. And I'm so lucky that there's still more of me left. And it's literally decimating the American youth. It's just the quiet killer going on right now.
The police are here, but this is not a neighborhood that could ever be described as policed. It's beyond the control of law enforcement.
This left for.
What's going on with your leg?
And so our guides through Kensington are Ronnie and Dawn, both in recovery from addiction. Angels in Motion is their charity.
Here's another water for you.
And from our time with them, it's so clear that for the people here, they truly are angels.
I've been to more funerals than you know.
Because you get to know these people so well.
Yes. And I have their pictures in my phone, their cell phones, because I've treated, I've helped them out so much, and then they've passed away, and I can't get rid of the phone number and all that. Want a snack bag? Is that all your hair? It's gorgeous. Stay safe, okay? There you go.
Ronnie and Dawn wanted to take us to an underpass. It was cleared by the city authorities a few years back, but the people moved on, had nowhere to go.
Hi, need a snack bag?
And beyond the common struggle here, each story on each street corner is particular. Zach's path here began in Iraq.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
He's a veteran.
This place eats everything and anything that is good. I need probably to be arrested, either put in jail. I need to go to detox and a rehab somewhere far away. I just need to get out of here.
Our brain tells us to breathe. Their brain tells them to breathe and get drugs, or you will die. Like, that's the kind of, maybe not those exact words, but like that's the feeling that they have. If I don't have this, I'm going to die. I'm going to be so sick. And like, if it was easy, we wouldn't have this problem.
Around the corner, this cruel otherworldliness is strangely compounded. The music is supposed to deter homelessness. Of course it doesn't, and so to a classical soundtrack, we meet Danielle.
Right now, like, there's like barely any fentanyl in it, so you go through withdrawal faster.
Dealers add the Tranq to bulk the supply. It increases their margins. It also makes the withdrawal so much more intense.
I was banging my head off the walls. I was hoping to knock myself out because it is really that bad. It's so bad. The worst I've ever felt in my entire life.
Some of those we met here wanted us to show their faces. With others, we've agreed not to.
This is me shooting right here, and it like goes through, it's like trying to come out my skin.
So you're shooting on one side, but the injury is on the other side as a result of the drug.
Danielle is a mum of 3 young boys.
Yesterday I was crying all day. I don't know what to do. I really don't.
You know, this is a story that could simply be told through the shock of the images, but it is so much deeper than that. It reflects systemic problems, access to addiction treatment, mental health care, housing, health insurance. What we've seen here, the people we've got to know, their story is one of fundamental American failure. We asked to speak to the city's mayor. He was not available, but in an office overlooking Kensington, Dr. Andrew Best is the city director for substance use prevention.
As of right now, there's no state or federal funding available to mitigate some of the challenges with Xylazine.
This is the forefront of a new crisis. Is that right?
Yes, I would definitely agree. We've definitely already have, been contacted by different cities. We've met with other cities just to talk about our experiences.
A big challenge.
It is a challenge, yes.
America is so often defined by 2 words: hope and opportunity. And yet on these streets, we found so little of either.